Hi Libra, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your monthly January 2019 reading. Let's get started with a full Celtic spread with the Fountain Tarot deck, and then I'm going to clarify with the Sacred Traveler and work your light oracle cards. Again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019. You guys know I'm going to give it a good shuffle. And if a card pops out, that's my signal. That's the end of the shuffle. If it's too early on in the shuffle, then I will show you the cards. But I'll continue the shuffle. If it takes too long, I will end it. Okay? I just wanted to take a second to say Happy New Year, Libra. I hope everything is going well for you. And I wish you guys all the best, health, wealth, happiness, and a wonderful, prosperous new year. Thank you so much for your likes and subscribes. I really appreciate it. It's been wonderful being here on YouTube, doing this tarot channel, and I'm so excited to bring you more content. Okay, we've got strength that fell out about inner strength. Could represent the Leo card, a Leo person, and it's also speaking to taming the inner beast. 10 of Cups, complete fulfillment, and 10 of Swords, the end of a negative cycle. Okay, beautiful. Knight of Wands speaks to a bit of a lack of commitment in something, or a fire sign who is youthful, impetuous, and passionate, and attractive. All right, let's keep going. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh, we always get that Knight of Wands for Libra, don't we? This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019 in the form of a Celtic cross, please. I'm going to take this. On the bottom, we have the Hanged Man, a feeling of stuckness or sacrificing for the greater good. So you're staying in stasis first to help everybody involved. Okay, so let's see. 8 of Wands, that is the situation. Love, enthusiasm. Ooh, 3 of Swords, the challenge. Consciously, we've got 4 of Cups. Subconscious, we've got 5 of Wands. Recent past, we have Ace of Pentacles. Recent future, we have Queen of Swords. You right now, Knight of Swords. Surrounding you, King of Wands. Hopes and fears, 7 of Wands. Outcome, the Hierophant. Okay, let's talk about it. So, the 8 of Wands in the situation is speaking to love and enthusiasm, and a lot of communications coming through and going out. Sometimes it can be almost overwhelming how much energy, how much passion, how much excitement and vitality is involved with the 8 of Wands. It also speaks to the signs of Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, because Wands represent fire signs. So your challenge with all this love and enthusiasm and excitement for January 2019 in this situation is, your challenge is there was a heartbreak, loss, and disappointment, a breakup, or a loss of someone that you cared about, okay, a relationship that came to an end. This is your challenge. Your challenge is to accept either that it came to an end or to overcome your heartbreak, loss, and disappointment, okay? Consciously, we see 4 of Cups. That means 3 of Cups there that are spilled. Even if they're upright, it's speaking to, it's spilled because it's in the past. And you see this 1 cup here that's still on top of that shelf, and the man doesn't even notice it, this person. It doesn't have to be a man, it could be a woman, female, male, doesn't matter. It's speaking to the energy of the card. The energy is about being stuck in the dumps, okay? Depressed, listless, moping around, thinking about what's lost, what passed, the good times, feeling sad, feeling sorry for yourself. And so much so that you can't lift your head to see that there's an Ace of Cups, or you can't bother to put effort in because you're so stuck in this depression and this funk of being stuck with the 3 cups that spilled. And now you see in the subconscious, there's 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, these wands represent, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it also speaks to, most importantly, conflict, okay? 5 of Wands is about inner conflict. So you're conflicted about the situation and how it ended up, what the outcome came about, and how the final outcome was, okay? You're conflicted about it, like, did I do this wrong? Did I do this right? What should I have done? Did I do the right thing? And then you also have conflict with other people outside of yourself. So, you know, fighting and things like that, where you're not on good terms with the people that you've been dealing with in this situation. Then you have, in the recent past, Ace of Coins. You were given, in the recent past, there was an opportunity, okay? Ace of Coins, Pentacles or coins represent the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It also represents all things that have to do with the material world. So the Ace of Pentacles could be anything from, you know, an opportunity that was given to you, a job offer, a new creative project, a new relationship, anything along those lines in the material world that manifests it. It speaks to this Ace of Pentacles, okay? So then you had that in the recent past. This situation right now, you're full of love, enthusiasm, excitement. And then you got, in the recent future, Queen of Swords. You're single, okay? Queen of Swords is the single lady divorcee card. It's also someone who's got the sword of truth, victory, and clarity. And it's someone who's hardened by life a little bit, okay? She's not someone who leads by feelings anymore. She's someone who leads by logic and reason. And she's someone who's seen it all. So these things that, you know, if you are not coming correct, she's not going to be moved by, you know, begging and things like that. You're just going to be very logical and cold about your decision making, and you're going to cut off those that don't serve you in your best interests anymore. And that sword she's holding, that Ace of Swords, the same sword that this Knight of Swords is holding, okay? Except the only difference is you right now, Knight of Swords, is someone more aggressive, a little bit more menacing, a little bit more threatening. It's also more ambitious. This Knight of Swords is very fast moving, intimidating, okay? And it can speak to a communication coming in rapidly, or a move, okay, of location. So around you, though, you got the King of Wands. Now, this is someone who is, of the Wands, it's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it represents somebody who's older or more committed, okay? The Knights generally are not committed. Now, we spoke about this before, Libra. We're like, who's this Knight of Wands? Who's this Knight of Wands? And there was all these things popping up, and we're like, okay, this is a really good looking guy, you know, he's not committed. Oh yeah, he is committed. Wait, we found out Libra's not committed. Now, I know for new people to this channel, they don't know what I'm talking about, but if you look in the past readings, you know, we did pick up on this energy. So if it is the same thing, you see this Knight of Swords, and around you is the King of Wands, it kind of reiterates the same thing, that you were not the one who was committed. The other person actually was committed, right? And they're still there around you. And I remember in the last reading, like, there was a little bit of a stalker vibe. This person wasn't going to let go, not anytime soon. So here's you, you're feeling defensive possibly. Maybe you feel a little bit aggressive, because why? Maybe this person is still around you, fully committed, and now they're a little bit stronger, okay? Because you're a knight and they're a king. In this month of January, in this situation. Let's go through. You're hoping for 7 of Wands. You're hoping to be able to keep the competition, keep the people who are opposing you, keep your defenses up. You're hoping to keep to be victorious. You're hoping to be victorious over these challengers, or these challenges, these obstacles, okay? 7 of Wands is kind of like a blocking card as well. But, you know, you're kind of able to, you know, maintain your energy, maintain your focus. And even though, you know, you feel this, like, you might feel a little bit threatened and challenged, but you're hoping that you will be able to have the stamina to withstand it and come out victorious, right? No matter who's trying to challenge you in this situation. Now, in the outcome, you got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is represented by the sign of Taurus. Okay. And we have a Taurus, possibly Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here with the Pentacles. Other than that, there's a lot of Wands and Swords, right? But the Hierophant speaks to a commitment. The Hierophant speaks to someone, not just from the Taurus, not just a Taurus, but someone who is the, it's like the person like a pope, you know, or a high priest who channels the energy of the divine and is the messenger who delivers the word of the divine to the people. It also represents huge institutions like the church, like law, like the government, and like marriage. Okay, so the Hierophant is also a major card about marriage. Now in January 2019, it's very odd because I see that you have this love and enthusiasm and all this excitement and energy going on, and maybe the thing is you had to overcome the breakup, okay, because there was a separation, wasn't there? But you're still stuck on it in your mind. You regret it. You're missing them, right? And you're conflicted about how you behaved or how you acted in the situation. You're conflicted about your decision that you made. There was an opportunity for a relationship before, and now it's like you're single, right? Queen of Swords, because you had cut it off. And now you're feeling a little bit, that's a recent future. Right now, though, you're Knight of Swords. Okay, so a little bit less potent than the Queen of Swords. A little bit more aggressive, more impetuous. Around you, though, is this King of Wands. Attractive, older, you know, rugged, salt of the earth kind of person, good looking, and committed, and hanging around and waiting. Okay? Your hopes and fears, Seven of Wands. Your hopes and fears, your hope is to be able to still stay on top of things, to become victorious in spite of the opposition. And the end result, though, is the Hierophant. Now, unless you're going to go and become a priest or something, I would say that that represents marriage. I would say so. But I don't know for sure. Let's see what the clarifying cards say. You know, in the past, there was a stuck energy, Hangman, or it might not even be in the past. It's just the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're sacrificing what you want for the greater good. Okay, let's see. Can we pull one Work Your Light card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019, please? This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019. Alright, that's it. We're going to check the bottom. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? And that speaks to going home, like pilgrimages, sacred sites. It could even speak to going back to your hometown, in your home country. Okay. And then you've got, on the top, Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Mintaken is about these people who are like celestial beings who come from, okay, I'll read it. I don't want to just summarize. Basically, it's feeling like you're out of place on earth, and you're longing, you know, something's missing, you know, you're not really from here, you don't really fit in, and it's longing to go back to your home country, your homeland, okay, which no longer exists here in this card. But I just wanted to point out too, Imrama, where you're being called to journey to, this is also speaking to traveling, okay, and pilgrimages, and it will say even pilgrimages back to your home country, okay? So maybe you're being called to go home. And I remember, Libra, you got travel, right? Going home for Christmas in your last reading. So let's talk about Mintaken. I'll read it to you. 118. It says, Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. 1 second, sorry. Sorry about that, I just got a phone call. Okay, so it says the Mintakan's home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel safe, secure, and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Work your light transmission. Hold the card on your heart and say, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. Beautiful. Okay. And that kind of looks like the same energy here, doesn't it? Those two? Can we pull one Sacred Traveler card for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2019, please? One Sacred Traveler card, please. All right. On the bottom, we've got fogged in. Go slow, take time. And that means basically even if you can't see what's around the next corner, just keep going. Go slowly. Take time. All right. Begin now. Take your first step. Wow. Major travel vibes, huh? Look at that. This is another person with going on this pathway. And this other person, this woman here is saying goodbye. So begin now. Begin your journey now. Take your first step. Let's read about this. Begin now. Take your first step, Sacred Traveler. It's saying, card meaning, every journey starts with the first step. There is no moment better than the present one to begin. You might not feel ready, but nevertheless, it's now time to start. A new cycle is beginning. Wipe the slate clean and get going. Release familiar routines, stagnant situations, or challenging relationships that no longer support you or empower you. You are at the end of an old cycle and beginning a new and exciting one. Set your sails for a new horizon. Beautiful travel, right? The Sacred Traveler wants you to know there are times when the traveler needs to separate from family, friends, and acquaintances to enter new places within himself or herself. Sometimes the traveler must go beyond what is familiar in order to be open to transformation and change. Thus, the journey brings a heightened sense of awareness and ignites mindfulness. Sometimes it can feel difficult to take that first step, but unless you do, you'll never know the joy and fulfillment that awaits you. Do it now. In the words of Lao Tzu, a journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Beautiful. I'll leave that here. Libra, that was your reading for January 2019. You know I'm going to pull out some weekly readings every week, okay? General and love for you guys. So you're not going to be left, wondering what's next. Now, I just wanted to summarize. We got a lot of this, like Knight of Wands, commitment, even childbirth and pregnancy in the past. And then we got the breakup and stalkers and, now we see this overcoming this heartbreak and still kind of being stuck on the past, right? And I see this Hierophant card at the bottom. It's like, you're longing for home. I see travel again. You got a lot of travel even in your last reading. So maybe this travel, this trip that you're going to go on, it's going to bring about some kind of either spiritual awakening or a commitment, okay, resulting in marriage. That's what I see so far, but we'll see in the upcoming weeks, okay? So take care, Libra. Talk to you guys soon, and thank you so much for all your support. Bye, guys.